Okay.
My position would be, I just don't believe that there's a God, rather than saying there isn't.
Okay. So more of an agnostic. Are you saying that there might be, but you're not convinced of that, or are you saying that no, there couldn't be?
I'm definitely not saying there couldn't.
Okay.
I'm saying there could be, but I just have no idea.
Okay. So now from atheism, we've already got you to being an agnostic.
Oh, I don't know. I think because I think there seems to be two strands of atheism. One is
a hard atheism.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a hard
atheist.
Okay.
You're a soft atheist.
Exactly, yeah, soft atheist or weak atheist, whatever it is.
Okay.
So I would just say, I'd still say I'm an atheist.
Okay.
But I think
cappuccino would be nice. Would you like something?
Oh,
cappuccino,
no.
flat white or anything? Please.
No, I'm honestly.
You sure? He's okay. So if you don't mind me asking, what's your sort of background in terms of like study or career? What's interesting?
I work in IT.
Okay.
So I'm also a musician.
Okay.
So I'd say I'm better as a musician.
Okay.
Than IT.
What, programming or?
No, just IT support.
IT support. Okay, that's good. Look, the thing is, do you accept that the universe exists? And we exist and we're talking to now, right? Okay. If the universe exists and it's assembled in a particular way, it needs hydrogen, helium, whatever it needs in order to be the universe, basically. It requires an explanation because it's contingent, it's reliant on something. Now, it could be reliant on something else that's material. But if it is material, then that thing must be contingent as well, because it's assembled in a particular way, and it requires particular things in order for it to exist. So it's also contingent, and it requires an explanation. You can't have an infinite series of material explanations, because you can never traverse an infinite series of events to reach this event where we are talking today. Because if we had to traverse an infinite number of steps to get to this step, we'd never get to this step. Because by definition, an infinite is something that you can never count to.
Yeah.
So however many years, millennia, whatever, there's more millennia that came before it. And when you get to that point, there's more that came before it. It's never ending.
But isn't that going the wrong way? Isn't that, like, if you look back to infinity,
right?
You've got all these situations that happen,
right?
And you can say, we can't go back to infinity,
right?
But right now, actually, I don't know. I'm not arguing.
No, I'm just saying to you, it's a reasonable concept to accept that an infinite series of events can never be traversed. So this particular step necessitates that there has to be some beginning for this dimension, this universe or whatever it is. And of course we know that the universe did begin to exist, right? And our time, as we conceptually understand it, realize it, appreciate it, is when that Big Bang took place, t equals 0, instantly time began basically at that point, right? My point to you now is that step of the Big Bang, if it did happen, and I think most people agree that it did, it requires an explanation, but you can't have an infinite series of explanations. So by necessity, you need something that has to have always existed. In other words, you can't have a situation.
So, I guess you're going to say that actually.
No, I'm not getting to God yet. I'm saying that you can never have a situation where there was an absolute nothing from which something came. Because nothing plus nothing is always nothing, right? 0 plus 0 plus 0, doesn't matter how many zeros you have, it's still going to be a 0, right? So nothing, you can't have something coming from nothing, so therefore there always has to be something. And that something can't be contingent or reliant on something else because you fall back into infinite regress. So by necessity, there needs to be something that has always existed. And the universe began at a particular point in time, in history. So it had to decide when to bring it into existence.
Why do you need to be like this?
Because if that something has always existed and it had the properties necessary to bring this universe into existence, then it had an eternity to have brought the universe into existence. So the universe is only 14.8 billion years or 16.8 billion years old or whatever, right? You understand my point? So if it didn't guide a process to bring this universe into existence and simply had the inherent quality to just bring it in without any consciousness, without any decision, then it had an infinite past history to have brought this universe into existence. But it came in at a specific point in time. So it shows direction, it shows the ability to choose when to bring something into existence.
So I'm not understanding why it's got to be a decision.
Okay, because if it's not a decision and it simply possesses the qualities necessary to bring this universe into existence, then it had an eternity. It had an eternal history, eternal past, where every potential that could have come out from this necessary existence would have already come into existence. Because it had an eternity to do that. But it only happened 14.8 or 13.8 billion years ago. So it must have decided when to bring it into existence. And it has to be incredibly powerful, whatever this thing is. Whatever this thing is, has to